I'm Terry Peterman, the Internet Electrician. In this video, we discuss outdoor receptacles and the current code rules regarding weatherproof cover plates. The receptacle we will work on in this video is in a wet location, and the rule says it must have an in-use type cover plate for all new installations. So let's show you how we get from this to this. Hello again everybody, I'm Terry Peterman, the Internet Electrician, and welcome to another one of my video shorts on current topics. Today we're going to tackle an outdoor receptacle. It's one of my receptacles around the home here, and they're all the same. They have the old type weatherproof cover, and I say weatherproof cover plate, and I mean that because it meets the old code, and it's weatherproof when the doors on the receptacle are shut. As soon as you open those up and plug something in, they're no longer weatherproof, and that's why the NEC and the CEC adopted the new requirement for outdoor receptacles to be in-use covers. So these are covers that you can have on, maintain the weatherproof characteristics of the outlet, I guess you could say, and have something plugged into that receptacle and still maintain its weatherproof characteristics. So we'll show you how to do that. I want to check out why this box is so loose, so we'll open it up and see what we have in there, and then we'll install the in-use weatherproof receptacle cover. So let's get started. Okay, so here we are outside at my outdoor receptacle with the weatherproof cover, as I explained earlier. I plugged in my GFI receptacle tester, and I already pushed the little test button and made sure it tripped with the GFI, which is actually inside the garage in this home here in Arizona. So now what I want to do is go shut off the breaker. So I don't think you can see that here, but it is lit up and it's wired correctly. You can see on the two outside lights on my plug tester. Now I'm going to go shut off the power. Okay, so I've gone and shut off the breaker, which is in my panel on the garage, outside the garage here. And I can see that I have no more lights on my tester. So we're going to take off this cover plate, and one thing I want to find out is why this is so loose. This receptacle has always bothered me. It's kind of loose in its mounting here, so I'm not sure if it's the box behind there that's loose or if it's a receptacle, but we'll find out. Let's take off this cover and see what we got. So I've taken off the cover plate, and I can now see what's the problem here with my receptacle being so loose. The box is recessed back behind the stucco quite a bit, and so all they've done is put extra long receptacle device screws in to bring that receptacle out flush with the wall. That's not really a good scenario. That box is too far back, so the proper fix here would be to put an extension ring to flush up to that box so you don't have that big air gap of your common construction materials between the box and the receptacle itself. You can also see here that the stucco is broken away here from pushing plugs into the receptacle and busting the stucco back. So I'm going to have to do some repairs here to this outlet box. What I'm probably going to do is buy an extension ring, put that on, get some PL400 or other construction adhesive, and make this nice and solid and firm before I put on that in-use weatherproof receptacle cover. So now that I've got the receptacle out of here, yes, exactly what I suspected. They used extra long device screws to reach the box. The box is nice and solid back here. It's mounted on 2x4s likely, but they didn't bring it out flush to the finished surface of the wall, which has got 1/2 inch of styrofoam there and then about 1/2 inch of stucco. So the box is actually about 1 inch in behind the surface here, and we need that box to finish out flush to the surface. So I'm going to have to do some repairs here. You see it's a big mess now because people pushing in a plug into the receptacle have caused the stucco to break away here, and no wonder it was loose. It was a poor installation in the first place. So I'm going to use this extension ring here. It's a box extension ring. I'm going to put it in, and then I'm going to get some construction adhesive like liquid nails or something like that, and I'm going to seal this all up. We'll probably end up having to do some touch-up painting around the outside edges before we put on this in-use weatherproof cover and finish this job. So I'm going to repair the hole here in the outlet box, and we'll finish the installation here in a bit once that glue is all dried and the repair has been made. Alright, so I've made my repair here. I've got the box extension ring on and in place, and I've sealed it up using some caulking. As you see, I'll have to do some touch-up painting to match the stucco when all is said and done. But right now I've put the box screws in just to hold that extension ring into place so that construction adhesive can set. Then we can go ahead and finish the installation once that dries. Okay, so this in-use weatherproof cover comes with a great set of instructions. It's made by Red Dot. This one's an extra duty. It comes with 12 mounting options. You can mount this horizontally, vertically, for a switch, for a receptacle, a standard duplex receptacle, GFCI receptacle, many options. But as you see here, we've got just your standard receptacle protected by a GFCI that's up circuit from this. So all we got to do now is back out my box screws, make my connections to the receptacle, put those device screws back in through the receptacle and leave them loose. You have to have that adapter plate onto your receptacle. Then this back box fits over it. There's keyhole slots, so you have to slip it over top of the device screws once you've got everything in place. Tighten that up, and then put on your cover and your hinge pin, and you're done. So I'm going to connect this receptacle, and receptacles are always connect your ground first. So I like to connect my ground. This has only got 2 wires in here plus a ground, so ground first, neutral next. Then we're going to tighten down the unused screw. Then we're going to flip it over and hook up the hot screw. Okay, I've got my receptacle reconnected. Remember, green to ground, or ground to green, better put. White to the silver terminal, and then black to the brass terminal. So I've left my box or device screws backed out a little bit so that we can slip this box over. There's keyhole slots for those screws to fit over. Then you can turn it into place, finish tightening it. The adapter plate, that's got to go on next. It's got a little stud here that just slides right into the plate mounting screw for a normal plate. Now your outer box, make sure you have the hinge on top, and then the hinge pin goes in after when you put the cover on. So you slip that over top of the screw and then back into the keyhole slots and finish tightening up those screws. If you use the right screwdriver. Now, if this receptacle was in bad shape itself, I would have replaced it at the same time. Would have made sense, but it's in good shape and plugs fit nice and tightly into it, so there was no need to replace the receptacle itself. Now, with my repair, I've got a nice watertight seal around here. The rubber gasket pushes up nicely and tight against that extension ring that I installed. This is going to make a nice solid installation that I no longer have to worry about plugging things in and out of. You can pull on that all you want and it's not going anywhere. Your cover, the hinge pin they send with it. Just have to tap that into place. Okay, and now you just break out this tab when you want to have a cord plugged in here. That's your in-use weatherproof receptacle cover. So there you have it, the installation of a new weatherproof in-use receptacle cover. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That way you'll be the first to know when there's new material here on YouTube as well as on the website. Thanks again. I'm Terry Peterman, the Internet Electrician.